was yesterday, though.
Yeah.
They definitely, y'all caught us again. Look, y'all caught us again. My y'all today and tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, okay? Y'all be catching us. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Let me put this on full screen. Welcome to
Welcome time. Story time. Story time.
Welcome you all. Good to see you.
Yes.
Good to see you. Thank you for your patience. Listen, if you're new to this channel, welcome to you.
Welcome.
How you doing? How your family doing? How are you? Ma'am, sirs, good to have you a part of Story Time.
Yes.
I'm one of your hosts. I'm Bonnie G, and this is Auntie Shelly on the beat. But listen, when I tell you I do that for myself,
great.
I do it for myself. It just feels good. It's all about the bumps for me. It's something that I can't put a finger on, okay? So if you get tired of it, pray for me, because it's gonna stay. All right. So listen, I'm so excited. We have a whole team behind us. Like I said, it's more than just us. Shout out to my auntie Nashan, Shani on the beat. She be coming with the words. So if something that I don't understand, she actually brings the definitions and stuff like that. That's why it's really great if you can get into the live chat so you can see it, or click live chat so you can see the different words, and she explains it too. Such a dope team.
Or if you could help us out.
Absolutely. Listen, we appreciate all the help. All right. So we're going to go ahead and, if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and share this to my assembly family really quick so we can, have their support. As always, they're always supporting us. So let me go ahead and share. There we are. There we are. Look at that. Look at that. And it's done. Okay. Listen. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Change our thing to live chat. See, we only got top chat.
Okay. So let's see. There we go. Awesome. So now we have live. Now we're definitely live. Okay. So now we're going to go. It's Tuesday. So y'all know that we're going to go with Psalms 121 until the Most High gives us something else to read. And that's pretty much how that works. All right. So Psalms 121, it says, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills from whence comes my help. My help comes from Yahuwah, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer your foot to be moved. He that guards you will not slumber. Behold, he that guards Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahuwah is your right hand. Yahuwah is your guard. Yahuwah is the shade upon your right hand. The sun shall not smite you by day, nor the moon by night. Yahuwah shall guard you from all evil. He shall guard your soul. Yahuwah shall guard your going out and your coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Shalom, family.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I was just really listening to that, and I wonder what it means by the sun shall not smite thee by day nor the moon by night.
Right?
Maybe because it's on your side.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because we know the sun is good for us.
Absolutely. It's a sign for us, too. Yes. It says that in Jubilees. He put the sun for his covenant people. Listen.
Yes. And the signs are in the sky. Just like Sister Lauren was saying this morning, they're in the sky. Yeah.
Ooh-wee. Listen, we be coming with nuggets. Okay, come on, Ruach. Bring more out of your mouth. Okay, listen. So Auntie Shelly on the beat, she gonna give us a recap because Big Morg in the house. Shout out to my cousin. So she gonna bring us a recap. That's a little insider, y'all. But she gonna bring us up to speed.
Yeah. As soon as I remember I'm gonna remember in a minute. We started at 11.
Yes. And we on the no, we finished.
I know, but we started for the recap. I think that's all we did was 11.
Yeah, that's
unless
all we
it's
did.
a 12. Yeah, 11 and 12. We did 11 and 12. And then that was it. That was the end.
We are halfway through this book.
Yes. So command 11 was that the Ruach and prophets are to be tried by their works and of a twofold Ruach. Mm-hmm. And that was the one where it was, some were sitting on benches.
Yes.
And then one was in a chair.
Absolutely.
And the one in the chair was the evil spirit. Mm-hmm. And the one on the benches were the good spirit. And it was talking about if we don't fill ourselves with Yahuwah, that we're leaving room for that evil spirit that's sitting on the chair to come in. So we need to be full of the Spirit. When we're full of the Spirit and that evil ruach comes at us, it's gone. Because it finds nowhere inside you.
Absolutely.
So it leaves because it don't want none of ruach hakodesh. It don't want that.
None of it.
But if you leave yourself empty, that evil ruach that is sitting on the chair is going to be whispering in your ears, telling you things you want to hear, that you're going to be lusting after, and then you're going to end up doing it, basically. So what you need to do is make sure you are full of the Spirit. Make sure you are full of Ruach HaKodesh. And that evil spirit, he don't want none. Make sure you're full of. You leave yourself empty.
He want all of it.
He's coming in. And then we talked about, of a twofold desire, that the commands of Elohim are not impossible, and that the devil is not to be feared by them that believe. That is the one where we talked about keeping Elohim's commands are not impossible. Because remember, Hermes was going, can anybody keep this? Can anybody keep these commands? Like, it sound good. Like, it sound good, but can anybody keep them? And then he was trying to tell them, yes, as long as you are full of Yahuwah and you're trying to keep these commands, you could do it. And then at one point, Hermes kept asking questions, so he got upset.
Yes.
He was like, look, you cannot be fearing Satan. You cannot be fearing the devil. Pick a side. Are you really saying Yahuwah can't help you follow these commands? And then he saw Hermes got a little scared, so he took it down a little decibel, like, come on, Hermes, you can do this. Which means we can do it.
Absolutely.
We can keep, if we want to. Not saying we never gonna slip up, not saying we're never gonna make a mistake, but let it be a mistake. Let it be a slip. Not desperate, not desperate, but not a deliberate.
Yeah.
If you're going through steps to do what you want to do, that's deliberate. If it just happens on the fly, like somebody puts you or something, a cuss word just automatic, okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't get no example.
Okay.
That was kind of, an accident. You gotta think, okay, no, I gotta bridle. Always think bridle so that it doesn't happen again. So that's the difference. But if you took deliberate action to do something, like, I'm gonna do that, and to do that, I'm gonna sneak and do this. You did that on purpose, and so that means you left yourself empty.
Yep, halfway. I have to tell Auntie Sheila a secret real quick. Pardon me.
Okay.
And we're back.
Hey.
So we all enjoyed that little recap, right? So now we know that Uncle Hermes, he said that he had 10 commandments, but he actually had more.
He had 12.
He had 12 commandments. Now we're going to read the similitudes, okay? So it was commandments and similitudes. And we're going to dig all the way in that, all right? So let's get into it. And again, we're reading
Y'all ready? Got seatbelts on?
Yeah, please buckle up, you all. We want you to be safe on this one. Have some good insurance. All right. Dama Hermes, the third sefer of Hermes, also called the Similitudes of Hermes. Similitude 1. That seeing we have no abiding city in this world, we ought to look after that which is to come.
Oh, okay.
My mama said, don't tell secrets in the public. Listen. I'm not going to touch that because your mama said it.
It wasn't really a secret like that.
Not that kind of secret. It was fun. Yeah. All right. Chapter 1. And he said to me, you know that you who are the servants of Yahuwah live here as a pilgrimage, say it.
Pilgrimage. You said that right.
I said it right. Okay. As in a pilgrimage, for your city is far off from this city. If, therefore, you know your city in which you are to dwell, why do you here buy estates and provide yourselves with delicacies and stately buildings and superfluous houses? For he that provides himself these things in this city does not think of returning into his own city. Wow, because you're
Yeah.
attached and you don't want
That's
to
what he's
leave that
saying.
stuff. Wow.
That's a trip, because he's saying if you really saying you're a citizen of Yahuwah, and
Why you
you're
putting
not
all
of this
this
world.
stuff
Yeah, you're putting
into?
too much emphasis on this world.
Yeah, he's not saying that he wants y'all to live under a
Yeah,
bridge.
no, he's not saying
with
that.
a blanket.
He just said stop putting so much emphasis on it.
That's good. Oh, foolish and doubtful and wretched men, who does not understand that all these things belong to other men and are under the power of another. You know that's right.
That's right.
Because that house you own, you don't own that land on it.
Which is crazy.
Right?
Yeah. And they make sure.
There's no way you can pay that land tax right off. Like, can I just pay it so I can be done? They ain't gonna let, not out here.
No.
They ain't gonna let you do that.
Not out here, yeah. You do not own that land. It used to be back way back in the day. That's why when they came up with this whole tax thing when somebody died, why would you pay taxes, a death tax? This is how they start grabbing people's land. Because they put such a high tax on the land, the people had to sell the land in order to pay the tax. Just because somebody died. That's how crooked our system is.
That's ridiculous. Right? So listen, this is truth all in here. The power, men and are the power under the power.
Under the power of another.
Yeah. Thank you. For Yahuwah of this city says to you, either obey my Torah or depart out of my city. That's black and white. No in between.
Obey his Torah or you're not getting in his city.
Right.
You're not bringing that crap up in here. No. Bye.
What therefore shall you do who are subject to law in your own city? Can you for your estate or for any of those things which you have provided deny your Torah? But if you shall deny it and will afterwards return into your own city, you shall not be received, but shall be excluded from there. See therefore that like a man in another city, you procure no more to yourself than what is necessary and sufficient for you. And be ready that when the Adonai of this city shall drive you out of it, you may oppose his law and go into your own city, where you may with all the cheerfulness live according to your own Torah with no wrong. Take heed, therefore, you that serve Elohim and have him in your hearts. Work the works of Elohim, being mindful both of his commands and of his promises, which he has promised, and be assured that he will make them good unto you, if you shall keep his commandments.
Yeah, it seems like he's like, okay, if you're in another country, don't go buying stuff that's not necessary. Only do what is necessary and sufficient for you, so that when it's ready for you to go back to your own city, because remember, they got like land in their own cities. When it's ready for you or the Adonai of that city, or like the mayor or the whatever, whoever is over that city drives you out, you have somewhere to go.
Right. Ooh,
don't get so attached to somewhere else when you already have land or whatever that Yahuwah has given you, or a city that you already don't get attached.
Don't get attached.
Don't get attached.
Instead, therefore, of the possessions that you would otherwise purchase, redeem those that are in the want from their necessities, as everyone is able. Justify the widows, judge the cause of the fatherless, and spend your riches and your wealth in such works as these.
So he said, instead of amassing a bunch of houses everywhere, look to your left and your right. Who's in need?
Who's in need?
Stop thinking about, I need 10 cars. What for? I need 3 vacation houses. What for? It's cool if you're going to let somebody live in them.
Absolutely.
I got a house over here. You
need a
that's
place.
Cool. But if you just amassing stuff,
just hoarding just to have.
Because I got a vacation spot.
Okay.
And it's just sitting over there collecting dust. No, don't do it. And your brother in need right next to you.
Absolutely. And you're aware of it.
Yes.
For this end has Elohim enriched you, that you might fulfill these kind of services. It is much better to do this than to buy lands or houses, because all such things shall perish with this present time. But what you shall do for the name of Yahuwah, you shall find in your city. and shall have joy without sadness or fear. Wherefore do not lust after the riches of the heathen, for they are destructive to the servants of Elohim. But trade with your own riches which you possess, by which you may attain to everlasting joy. And do not break wedlock, nor touch any other man's woman, nor desire her, but lust after that which is your own business. Listen, mind your own business.
Right. Yeah.
Put your focus on your own business, okay? And you shall be saved. If you mind your business,
mind your own business,
you shall be saved,
stay
okay?
out of other people's business.
I might come out with a t-shirt that says mind your own business and you shall be saved. The fact that you guys are talking about yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I feel your excitement and hear it. Like,
yes.
Seriously.
And it's funny that this whole wedlock thing, like the man and the keeps coming up in almost everyone. Like this is and think about it. That is a problem with this world still.
And our nation.
Right? Yes. You can't look at a TV commercial and everything is
out there.
Less.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, this is crazy.
Wow.
I love the mind your own business though. And you shall be saved. Listen, mind your business and you shall be saved. I can't put it on a t-shirt because somebody might take that out of context, but it is what it is. Mind your business.
Mind your business. And now remember what's in we are to look after our fellow man.
Absolutely.
But mind your business.
And keeping into context that when it comes to the head of the house, you ain't got no business.
Yeah, right. You ain't really got no business.
You ain't got no business, no matter how old you are, how young you are.
I guess a good way to be saying is do the job Yahuwah gave you to do.
And focus on stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Don't you turn on that left blinker when he told you to go straight.
No blinkers. Just stay in your lane. I don't want to see
no hazard lights.
No.
Just keep straight. If
you don't need to get over to the side of the curb.
No, you got enough street.
Stay in your lane.
Them lines is in that lane for a reason. All right, similitude 2. Okay. As the vine is supported by the elm, so is the rich man helped by the prayers of the poor.
Okay.
As I was walking into the field and considered the elm and the vine and thought to myself of their fruit, an angel appeared and said to me, "What is that you think upon this long within yourself?" And I said to him, "Sir, I think of this vine and this elm because their fruits are fair." And he said to me, "These two trees are set for a pattern to the servants of Elohim." And I said to him, "Sir, I would like to know in what the pattern of these trees which you mentioned does consist." "Hearken," says he. "Do you see this vine and this elm?" "Sir," said I see them." "This vine," says he, "is fruitful, but the elm is a tree without fruit. Nevertheless, this vine, unless it were set by this elm and supported by it, would not bear much fruit, but lying along upon the ground would bear but ill fruit, because it did not hang upon the elm. Whereas being supported upon the elm, it bears fruit both for itself and for that. Okay. See therefore how the elm gives no less, but rather more fruit than the vine." "How, sir?" said I. "Does it bear more fruit than the vine?" "Because," said he, "the vine being supported upon the elm gives both much fruit and good fruit, whereas if it lays upon the ground, it will bear but little, and that very ill too. This similitude, therefore, is set forth to the servants of Elohim, and it represents the rich and the poor man." I answered, "Sir, make this manifest to me." "Here," said he, "the rich man has wealth, however, towards Yahuwah he is poor, for he is taken up about his riches and prays but little to Yahuwah. And the prayers which he makes are lazy and without force. When therefore the rich man reaches out to the poor those things which he wants, the poor man prays to Yahuwah for the rich, and the Elohim grants to the rich man all good things, because the poor man is rich in prayer, and his requests have great power with Yahuwah."
That's good.
That is very good.
That's good.
Because there was no way. Listen, my mind did not think You
That's
have
good.
6 months to mind your own business and 6 months to leave other people's business alone.
Is that Sheila?
Oh, Sheila.
Okay.
That's funny. Okay, I like that.
All right.
The whole year you're just minding your business.
That's it.
That's funny.
Yeah, but this rich man with the prayers, like, we never think of it like that. We just think the rich person is always helping the poor person.
Yes.
But the reason why you have the money to support the poor, because that poor person is saying, please, help them, help me.
Yeah.
So he's saying when the elm tree helps the vine, it's helping the vine because it's holding him up so that he could bear fruit. Because if he was laying on the ground, his fruit would be no good.
It'd be no good. And hear me, I'm thinking about the roots connected underneath the seed. I was up the ladder. And it was basically what he was talking about. Yeah.
So whenever we think about giving, think about the reason we're able to give is because of the prayer of the person we are giving to.
Right. Listen.
Who's supporting us, support them. So it's a community
It's
thing.
a community
one.
Right there. Yakad, what is it? How do you say Yakad?
Akad, I think it's one. Yeah.
Wow.
Never would have thought about that.
I never would have thought of that. He said the poor is helping the rich.
Yes.
Wow. All right. Then come on, y'all. Y'all bring y'all comments. We love to read them. Then the rich man ministers all things to the poor because he perceives that he is heard by Yahuwah, and he is more willingly and without doubting affords him what he wants and takes care that nothing be lacking to him. And the poor man gives thanks to Yahuwah for the rich because they do both their work from Yahuwah. It's like you were saying.
Yep, they both working for you in their lane.
Yep, they're in their lane.
So everybody's taken care of.
Wow.
And remember, we're talking about somebody that's rich, that is generous, not, the one buying all the houses and the cars.
Right.
The one that helps his fellow man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good. All right. With men, therefore, the elm is not thought to give any fruit, and they do not understand that by its company being added to the vine bears a double increase, both for itself and for the elm. So it's a win-win, right?
Yes.
Even so, the poor praying to Yahuwah for the rich are heard by him, and their riches are increased because they minister to the poor of their wealth. Mm-hmm. They are therefore both made partakers of each other's good works. Whoever therefore shall do these things, he shall not be forsaken by Yahuwah, but shall be written in the Sefer of life. Mm-hmm. Happy are they who are rich and perceive themselves to be increased. For he that is sensible of this will be able to minister somewhat to others.
That is really, really good. Like, that is something where I'm just sitting here going, wow.
Get your uncle. I just want to read this live comment real quick, coming from no one other than James Morgan.
Yes.
He said, yes, ladies, stay in your lane to avoid accidents.
I think that means you stay in your lane too.
I'm going to go ahead and stay in my lane and hit similitude number 3.
Okay? Yeah.
As the green trees in the winter cannot be distinguished from the dry, neither can the righteous from the wicked in this present world. Again, he showed me many trees whose leaves were shed, and which seemed to me to be withered, for they were all alike. And he said to me, do you see these trees? I said, sir, I can see them. They look like dry trees. He answered and said to me, these trees are like the men who live in the present world. I replied, sir, why are they like dried trees? Because, said he, neither the righteous nor the unrighteous are known from one another, but all are alike in this present world. For this world is as the winter to the righteous men, because they are not known, but dwell among sinners. As in the winter, all the trees have lost their leaves, are like dry trees, nor can it be discerned which are dry and which are green. So in this present world, neither the righteous nor the wicked are discerned from each other, but they are all alike.
That's crazy. Because you're right, in the winter, all the trees is empty. You don't know which one is going to bear leaves until the spring comes.
And then
you're going to know which ones was dry. And that's why he said the wheat and the tares.
Listen, shout out to Auntie Linda. She didn't put lanes on here, okay? And I think she's trying to encourage someone. I don't know how. Maybe her Android.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or Motorola. Listen, but she picked 3 of these roads. She's encouraging someone to pick just one and stay there.
Yes.
Nashawn says, I was taking care of
mommy.
What
so we're about to start
191.
Yeah,
and chapter 4. Similitude number 4.
That's right. We just read that one. So the wicked and the righteous dwell together.
Yep.
And we don't know.
Listen, I'm with you. Look, I'm trying to bear leaves
in
the spring.
Right.
Listen, I don't want nobody getting confused, okay?
No, I don't want nobody confused.
Don't call me no dry leaf.
I'm trying to bear some fruit.
Listen,
come on, elm tree.
Okay?
Come on, elm tree.
I don't want to look ashy.
And you know what? Like, I know that for one time it was really, really popular. People was like, I'm praying the prayer of Jabez. I want my stuff
increase,
to be increase, but it was all about them.
Yes, enlarge my
But see, Jabez was doing this.
Absolutely.
He was doing this.
Absolutely.
Y'all was just trying to get stuff.
Yes, that is so
Jabez, the prayer of
yes.
Everybody, I was like, y'all, no.
Listen, Donald Lawrence started that whole thing with that increase.
Mm-hmm.
Increase. Y'all know that song.
Then a whole bunch of gospel songs came out with increase. I'm blessed. I'm living that blessed life. Like, if you ain't supported by the poor, you have no blessed life.
You don't.
You just buying yourself a bunch of stuff.
And nothing wrong with Mr. D. Lawrence. I like you, sir.
Just saying.
But I'm just saying, you made it real popular.
Yes.
Okay, I never knew Jabez till I heard your song.
Yep, and people was just using it all wrong.
Absolutely. I danced so many times to that song. Okay, all wrong too. Danced it wrong. All right, similitude number 4. As in the summer, the living trees are distinguished from the dry by their fruit and green leaves. So in the world to come, the righteous shall be distinguished from the unrighteous by their happiness.
Okay.
Not sadness, by your joy.
Right, because remember that sadness is a no-go.
It's a no-go. So by your happiness, we're gonna be able to tell you if you're a dry, ashy leaf or a moist little green leaf. You know what I'm saying? Again, he showed me many other trees, of which some had leaves, and others appeared dry and withered. And he said to me, do you see these trees? I said, sir, I see them. And some are dry and others full of leaves. These trees, says he, which are green, are the righteous which shall possess the world to come. For the world to come is the summer to the righteous, but to sinner it is the winter. When therefore the mercy of Yahuwah shall shine forth, then they who serve Elohim shall be made manifest and plain to all. For as in the summer the fruit of every tree is shown and made manifest, so also the works of the righteous shall be declared and made manifest, and they shall be restored. In that world, merry and joyful. For the other kind of men, namely the wicked, like the trees which you saw dry, shall as such be found dry and without fruit in the other world, and like dry wood shall be burnt. And it shall be made manifest that they have done evil all the time of their life. And they shall be burnt because they have sinned and have not repented of their sins. And also all the other nations shall be burnt because they have not acknowledged Elohim, their creator. Do you therefore bring forth good fruit, that in the summer your fruit may be known, and keep yourself from much business, and you shall not offend? For they who are involved in much business sin much, because they are taken up with their affairs and not serve Elohim. And how can a man that does not serve Elohim ask anything of Elohim and receive it? But they who serve him ask and receive what they desire. But if a man who has only one thing to follow, he may serve Elohim, because his mind is not taken off from Elohim, but he serves him with a pure mind. If therefore you shall do this, you may have fruit in the world to come. And all, as many as shall do in like manner, shall bring forth fruit.
That's good. What?
He said, I get a little
ashy.
ashy. I get a
I'll be happy though.
Right.
Just get you some shea butter.
That's all right. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're a happy leaf.
As long as you're bearing fruit. But it's so interesting that he's talking about
all these different businesses.
All these, yeah.
And what you gather. So, things that you think is substance, all these different. Yes. I got 19 businesses, and your mind is not thinking of him. You thinking about the 19 businesses.
Yeah, all you're thinking about is money.
So
That's not good. It. Yeah, and it says in the world to come, you're just going to be burnt up.
Burnt. That's why I had to say it like that. So you have to get the T. Burnt.
Yeah, right.
Emphasis.
Like period.
Right, exactly. Keeping us warm, okay?
Yeah, just be emphasizing that T. But it's so important that we be righteous, especially because we are going to be judges.
Yes.
People are going to come for righteous judgment, and we can't be thinking about what somebody did. Absolutely, or what we have to be right.
Isn't this is mind blowing?
We have to be righteous.
We are talking about this in this time.
Yes. He's talking about, and also all the other nations shall be burnt because they did not acknowledge Elohim,
their creator. Listen,
nations.
And you know what that makes me think? They did not. We are the image of Elohim. Yes. You did not speak up for us.
Yes.
You didn't acknowledge who we were. You kept our identity hidden.
Yep.
You stole our inheritance.
Yep.
You're going to be judged for that.
Yep. You didn't feed us. You didn't clothe us. That's all.
When did I do that?
That's in your 66.
Yeah. 66.
That's judgment of the nations. That's not people.
Nations.
That's nations being judged according to how they treated us.
And we are a nation, y'all.
Yes.
Let me go. All right. Similitude number 5. Okay. Of a true fast and the reward of it, also of the cleanliness of the of the body.
Yes. And fasting. Okay, and look, before we go, I'm scared what he's gonna say. If he tell us we gotta fast like once a month or something, me and Brother Hermes gonna throw down. Because look,
I can just imagine these questions that he got a spirit of ask a lot.
Okay? Yeah. Here we go.
As I was fasting and sitting down in a certain mountain and giving thanks to Elohim for all the things that he had done to me, behold, I saw the shepherd who was accustomed to converse with me, sitting by me and saying to me, What has brought you here this early in the morning? I answered, Sir, today I keep the station. He answered, What is a station? I replied, It is a fast. He said, What is that fast? I answered, I fast as I have been desirous to do. You do not know, said he. What is it to fast to Elohim? Nor is this to fast which you fast and profit in anything with Elohim. Sir, said I, what makes you speak this way? He replied, I speak it because this is not the true fast, which you think that you fast. But I will show you what that is, which is a complete fast and acceptable to Elohim. Hearken, said he, Yahuwah does not desire such a needless fast, for by fasting in this manner you advance nothing in righteousness. But the true fast is this: do nothing wickedly in your life. Okay, this is a little.
Okay.
Do nothing wickedly in your life, but serve Elohim with a pure mind, and keep his commandments and walk accordingly to his precepts. And do not suffer any wicked desire to enter into the mind, but trust Yahuwah that if you do these things and fear him and abstain from every evil work, you shall live to Elohim. If you shall do this, you shall perfect a great fast and an acceptable one to Yahuwah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Don't be fasting just to be fasting.
Listen.
It got to be for a reason. But the main thing, what you should be doing is following commandments.
Yes.
Or Torah.
Yes.
Don't be not following Torah and going fast just to do it. Because basically Hermes was just saying, I'm just fasting because I want to fast.
It's the day to fast. So I'm a fast
because I want to fast. But
Brother Man got checked, and you see how he's going to accept the checklist? Yeah. Yes. Look, Brandon says fasted lifestyle. Exactly.
Yes. Yes.
A
Yeah.
fasted lifestyle. Hearken to the similitude which I am about to propose to you as to this matter. A certain man having a farm and many servants planted a vineyard in a certain part of his estate for his posterity, and taking a journey into a far country, chose one of his servants, which he thought the most faithful and approved, and delivered the vineyard into his care, commanding him that he should take up the vines, which if he did, and fulfilled his command, he promised to give him his liberty. Nor did he command him to do anything more, and he went into a far country. And after that the servant had taken that charge upon him, he did whatsoever his Adonai commanded him. And when he had staked the vineyard, he found it to be full of tares, and he began to think to himself, saying, I have done what Adonai commanded me. I will now dig this vineyard, and when it is dug, it will be more beautiful. And the tares being pulled up, it will bring forth more fruit and not be choked by the tares. So, setting about this work, he dug it, and he plucked up all the tares that were in it. And so the vineyard became very beautiful and prosperous, not being choked with tares. After some time, the Adonai of the vineyard returned and went into the vineyard. And when he saw that it was handsomely staked and dug, and the tares plucked up that were in it, and the vines flourishing, he rejoiced greatly at the care of his servants. And calling his son, whom he loved, and who was to be his heir, and his friends, with whom he was used to consulting, he told them what he had commanded his servant to do, and what more his servant had done. And they immediately congratulated that servant, that he had received so full of a testimony from his Adonai. Then he said to them, I indeed promised this servant his liberty, if he observed the command which I gave him, and he observed it, and besides has done a good work to my vineyard, which has exceedingly pleased me. Wherefore, for this work which he has done, I will make him my heir together with my son. Because when he saw what was good, he neglected it not, but did it. This plan of the Adonai, both his son and his friends approved, namely, that his servant should be the heir together with his son. Not long after this, the Adonai of the family, calling together his friends, sent from his supper several kinds of food to that servant, which when he had received, he took so much of them as was sufficient for himself, and divided the rest among his fellow servants. Which when they had received, they rejoiced and wished that he might find yet greater favor with his Adonai, for what he had done to them. When his Adonai heard all these things, he was again filled with great joy, and calling again his friends and his son together, he related to them what his servant had done with the meats, which he had sent to them. They therefore so much the more assented to the Adonai of the household, and he ought to make the servant his heir together with his son. I said to him, Sir, I know not these similitudes, neither can I understand them, unless you expound them to me. I will, says he. He expound all things to you, whatsoever I have told you, and shown to you. Keep the commandments of Yahuwah, and you shall be approved and shall be written in the number of those that keep his commandments. But besides those things which Yahuwah has commanded, you shall add some good things. You shall purchase for yourself a greater dignity and be in more favor with Yahuwah than you should otherwise have been. If therefore you shall keep the commandments of Yahuwah and shall add to them these stations, you shall rejoice, but especially if you shall keep them according to my commands. I said to him, Sir, whatsoever you shall command me, I will observe, for I know that you will be with me. I will, said he, be with you who have taken up such resolution, and I will be with all those who purpose in like manner. This fast, says he, which you do, if you also observe the commandments of Yahuwah, is exceedingly good. Thus shall you therefore keep it. First of all, Take heed to yourself and keep yourself from every wicked act and from every filthy word and from every hurtful desire, and purify your mind from all the vanity of this present world. If you shall observe these things, this fast shall be right.
So basically, I'm listening to this whole story about what this servant did.
Mhm.
So he leaves him in charge of this vineyard. He does what he's supposed to do, but he's not lazy.
No.
He sees, oh, there's other work to be done.
Yes.
So he does other work to be done for the master's vineyard.
Yes.
He makes it better. It produces more fruit.
Yes.
So the master is pleased. So he sends him
more
a
favor,
bunch
yep.
of more favor, sends him a bunch of meat and stuff. He only takes what he needs,
and
then he gives it to his neighbor. So all that thing about with the poor supporting,
Yep.
and so now the people who he helped with the stuff, they're praying for him.
Yes.
And then he's doing other stuff to gain more favor.
Yes.
But he's bestowing all that more favor on other people as well.
Yes.
So he says, so when you fast, don't just be thinking about yourself. Add all this stuff. I mean, think about yourself, but add all this stuff to it.
Yes.
Fast and keep the Torah.
Yes.
Basically, that's what he's saying.
Meet a need.
Yes.
Mm-mm-mm.
Add all this stuff to it. Don't purify your heart. Like it goes back to what Brother Brandon was saying, a fasted lifestyle.
That's right. Though he may be ashy, he gonna keep a fasted lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. Fasted lifestyle.
Mm.
Everything has to work together.
That's right. Oh, this is so good. I'm so excited that we're
Don't just think you have to do one thing.
That's right.
This is so deep. Oh. Like, come on, people. Community.
Right. Community. Yes.
Community.
Not a selfish thing in this book, okay? Mm-mm. Y'all invented pay it forward. Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Let me see.
That's what.
Yahusha did.
I think she's saying Yeshua, but she just put a J. She put a whole J.
It's all right. We know who
we know who you mean, Sister Linda.
Look, you got the bomb little emojis, okay? So we're gonna let you have that. All right. Thus, therefore, do having performed what is before written, that day on which you fast, you shall taste nothing at all but bread and water. Computing the quantity of food which you are accustomed to eat upon other days, you shall lay aside the expense which you would have made that day, and give it to the widow, the fatherless, and the poor. And thus you shall perfect the humiliation of your soul, that he who receives of it may satisfy his soul. And his prayer comes up to Yahuwah Elohim for you. If therefore you shall thus accomplish your fast, I command you, your sacrifice shall be acceptable to Yahuwah. Your fast shall be written in his sefer. This station, thus performed, is good and pleasing and acceptable Yahuwah, and acceptable to Yahuwah. If you shall observe these things with your children and with all your house, you shall be happy. And whatsoever who they hear these things shall do them. And whosoever, when they hear these things, shall do them, they also shall be happy. And whatsoever they shall ask of Yahuwah, they shall receive it. And I prayed him, and I prayed him that he would expound to me the similitude of the farm, and Yahuwah, and of the vineyard, and of the servant that had staked the vineyard, and of the tares that were plucked out of the vineyard, and of his son and his friends, which he took into counsel with him. For I understood that was a similitude. He said to me, you are very bold in asking. Yes, sir, yes. For you ought not to ask anything, because if it be fitting to show it to you, it shall be shown to you. I answered him, sir, whatsoever you shall show me without explaining it to me, I shall in vain see it. If I do not understand what it is, and if you shall propose any similitudes and not expound them, I shall in vain hear them. He answered me again, saying, whoever the servant of Elohim and has Yahuwah in his heart, he desires understanding of him and receives it. And he explained every similitude and understands the words of Yahuwah, which need an inquiry. But they that are lazy, which you said, and slow to pray, doubt to seek Yahuwah, although Yahuwah be of such an extraordinary goodness that without ceasing he gives all the things to them that ask of him. You, therefore, who are strengthened by the venerable messenger, who have received such a powerful gift of prayer, seeing you are not slothful, why do you not now ask understanding of Yahuwah and receive it? So he's saying all this time I've been hearing you saying you don't understand, you don't understand, you don't understand. How come you haven't asked for understanding?
Yeah.
The husbandless, fatherless, and the poor is Hebrew communities. That's hood. Straight up.
All right, the hood.
Straight up. And receive it. I said to him, seeing I have you present, it is necessary that I should seek it of you and ask you for you to show all things to me and speak to me when you are present. But I should see and or hear these things when you were not present. I would then ask Yahuwah that he would show me. So he says, since you're the one telling me, I feel like I need to ask because you're telling me.
Because you're right here.
And you're right here. But if you weren't with me and if it was Yahuwah showing me, then I would ask him.
Yes.
Makes sense to me. But let's hear this man's reply. And he replied, I said, a little before that you were subtle and bold, in that you asked the meaning of these similitudes. But because you still persist, I will unfold to you this parable which you desire, that you may make it known to all men. Hear, therefore, said he, and understand the farm before mentioned denotes the whole earth. Yahuwah of the farm is he who created and finished all things and gave virtue to them. His son is the Ruach HaKodesh. The servant is the son of Elohim. The vineyard is the people whom he saves. The stakes are the messengers, which are set over them by Yahuwah to support his people.
That's the angels.
That's the okay. Are the angels. The stakes are the angels, which are set over them by Yahuwah to support his people. The tares that are plucked up out of the vineyard are the sins which the servants of Elohim had committed. The food which he sent him from his supper are the commands which he gave to his people by his son. The friends whom he called to counsel with him are the holy angel whom he first created. The absence of Adonai of the household is the time that remains to his coming. I said to him, Sir, all these things are excellent and wonderful and good. But could I or any other man besides though never so wise have understood these things? Wherefore now, sir, tell me what I ask for. Can y'all see us?
I think something went wrong with the internet.
Hello? Are y'all frozen?
Hello? Can you guys hear us?
Can you hear us? Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us.
Can you guys hear us?
Are y'all frozen? We frozen?
What's up?
Y'all all right?
Can you hear us?
You can hear us?
Can you hear us?
Okay, because I'm going to need you to hear that you're going to have to tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. We need you to hear that. High five. That was our secret. Yeah, we know. We were just playing with y'all.
We had to throw something a little different on you. Because y'all know that other one.
Right, exactly.
Can't stand y'all.
Y'all know that other one, so we have to throw something at you.
You know, we got, variety.
Exactly.
Some variety.
Actually, I was honestly asking the Most High, like, how can we leave them on a clip? And he showed me that. I said, done.
That's a good one. We love y'all, though.
We love y'all, but listen, we're going to have to tune in tomorrow.
Look at that face, Brandon left.
Shout out to Brandon for our covenant shirts, y'all. Listen.
Yes. Get you some.
Listen, inbox this brother. That's why I started laughing. Yes. We had to figure it out because otherwise we would have been going. We would have kept going.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we're going to let y'all off the cliff, and he's going to tell us more about what this parable meant at 6 p.m. tomorrow on a whole Wednesday.
Whole Wednesday. It's Wednesday already.
Already. This is crazy.
Wow.
This is crazy.
Is what it is. Hope y'all had a good time.
Yes, I hope y'all enjoyed it. It's been good. It's been good. Well, with that being said, we're on 197, so somebody remember that.
I'm gonna try to keep my bookmarker in, but I got a whole 3-year-old at home be snatching stuff out. She loves this bookmark.
All right, y'all. Shalom. Shalom. We love y'all. Be encouraged, Israel.
Yes, be encouraged. That was a good one. That was